Alright, it's time. Wake up at 6:30. Get in the water. It's freezing cold, but we're taking our first drop. And we're taking a drop. It's 35 feet, I think. I know there's a lot of fish around here, so I'm just looking for big uhus, big goats. I don't have to shoot anything this drop, so I'm just taking my time trying to relax. Just looking around. I see a bunch of talipes here. There's that baby munu. I'm thinking about it, but I was like, nah. All these polanis, that's a good sign. And I look back and I just see this big blue. I scare him away, but boom! Put in a great shot. I have to go up for air. And, you know, my dive buddy, like, thank you. He goes down, make sure the fish is secure and untangles anything off the reef. So here he is, he secures the fish and starts bringing it back up to me. You know, I didn't realize how big it was. It was probably the biggest uhu I shot at the time. And I'm like, wow, this is a pretty good sized fish. So, you know, perfect body shot, right in the middle. You know, brain it and lead it. Put it on the belt kui. Yes, sir. Okay, so second drop of the day, you know, we're gonna cut out all the swim down. And I'm landing here in the sandy area, having a pretty good structure. I have this small, little rock in front of me that I'm trying to hide. I see these reds circling around this patch of coral, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna take a shot on here. It's a pretty far shot. I thought I had a good shot on it, but I realize right now that's a really low shot, and I don't want him ripping off because blues are really delicate meat. So I let him run. I don't want him getting in that hole because I can have leverage to rip off. So I come up here and I tell my dive partner that I need a backup shot. So he sees that I need a backup shot and he goes down. And yeah, he secures this nice red for me. And, you know, okay, so this is the thing you don't do. So I'm hunting a moo here, and I'm swimming down. I have a great hiding spot. And I'm in between this crack. You know, I'm like, alright, I can just wait out this guy. I have a lot of breath left in me. I see a baby uku. I'm like, nah, I don't want that guy. So I see him coming in slowly. But I'm looking at this turtle, and I'm like, shit, I gotta rush my shot. I shot it low and he rips off, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, nah, man, I can't believe it happened. This is a different dive, and I'm here out at 20 feet. So I didn't record when I shot this munu, only because I was picking up my anchor stuck on the bottom. And I wasn't expecting much out of it, but this fat munu comes up, and I shoot it real low. Thankfully, he doesn't rip off, and I secure a 2.5 pound munu. So, that's pretty nice. This is the same day here, a little bit later. I'm swimming down, just taking a scout drop. It's super murky. I couldn't see the bottom from the top, so I'm looking around, and right now I see a Moana collie in the background. So I start scratching, and I get low to the stuff. And if you can see in that hole, he comes swimming through it out, and right here it gives me a broadside, and I stone it. Perfect shot. So my flopper's stuck for a little bit. Just give it a little tug. It comes right out. So here's the Moana collie. And here's it next to the Munu.
Holy shit, dude.
Those are some pretty big goats. This is another different day. I actually forgot my wetsuit bottom. I was freezing. So I get down at the bottom. This is like 20 feet. And I look up. And right there. Good sized Munu comes right in front of me. And I shoot high. So I'm worried I'm going to rip off. So I let go of my gun. Swim right over to the Munu. Secure it. Make sure it doesn't rip off. Look how, like, that is... I'm surprised it didn't rip off there. And I brain it, bleed it, get it ready. And so, a lot of my friends ask me like questions about how to dive, and I tell them you just gotta practice your breath holds at home, and go out with people that you trust, because this is like a really dangerous thing to do solo. So I don't recommend diving solo. And another thing is, like, because you're taking so much fish off of the reef, you should try to at least take one invasive per dive off of the reef. Because, like, okay, this is what happens when these invasives just go unchecked. So I look up and boom, there's just a bunch of these big to'aus and ta'apes, and I'm like, alright, I gotta shoot one. Let's pick the biggest one. I see him lining up, he turns away, and I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna shoot. And I kebab him. My shaft is stuck on the bottom, so I have to take it off, but other than that, I come up with a pretty big to'au. And this wasn't the only to'au I even got that day. It's a pretty big to'au, as you can see. So I brain it, bleed it. These guys are actually pretty good eating. Fried, like panko style. It's pretty good. So yeah. You can see my dive buddy in the background. It's pretty cool. Making sure he's okay. And so here's my second drop. This is at a different location, but same thing. Going down, I'm like, all right, I already have enough fish on my belt kui. I'm good. Let me take off an invasive. So I get down, and there's a big pile of these nai-nais and polanis, and I see there's a little ledge, and beyond the ledge is a bunch of these to'aus. So I don't want to crawl over. I want the fish to come to me. So I start scratching and grunting just so they start coming over. And so I'm like, okay, I have to wait it out. And you can see them start coming in. I pick the closest one, and it gives me broadside, and I shoot. The thing that sucked about this one is I actually doubled up on a polani. I did not want the polani. It was super lively, and I actually hated dealing with it because it actually almost cut me pretty good. So I'm being extra careful here, trying to take it off. I let go of the polani. It swam out fine. And that's it for today's video. Let me know if you guys want like tip videos or catch and cook videos. Just give me suggestions in the comments. That would be nice. Thank you.